Hi, y'all. I kind of took a little mini break from doing looks and was like, yeah. I would get home and be like, yeah. But I'm back. I'm finna do a back to school everyday simple look. I actually have a lot of new products that are new to me. Like, I know a lot of people already been using it Fit Me, but I've never used it. And I'm going to use pair these two together to see what I come up with my highlight and light. Because I actually got it from Fred's. My face has already been cleaned. You can still see remnants of glitter, but I can't get it all off. So, I'm going to prime. My face right now is going through a lot of texture. I did exfoliate, but I think it's because the weathers are changed. I'm gonna have to find something that works for me. I'm moisturized. Now I'm just gonna go into the whole priming situation, which I am using the Urban Decay. Oh no, that's not cute. I'm using the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer, which I will tell you, no, that doesn't make it look good when I got these little things on my face, does it? Um, but it's supposed to help with pore perfecting and smoothing the complexion, which we all would love to have smooth, flawless skin if it was up to all of us. So, um, what I will say, if you're more dark complected, it does give you like a slight, as you can see, I kind of look a little gray right now. But once you get the foundation and stuff on, everything should be fine. Let us pray, y'all, because like I said, my primer's doing weird stuff. But anyway, we're gonna go into using my e.l.f. blender here. I got it from Burlington, which I really have really do have to do a major makeup haul video, because if y'all could look down and see the stuff, I'm only pulling out a partial amount. Like, I have so many things. So many things. Back to school. I really kind of just caught a bunch of sales for back to school. So I was like, parents for who have like kids who are actually just now really getting into but I am gonna crack this open. This is Conair brush set, and it was only, and I actually felt them, like I was like, I'm buying these anyway, but I want to touch them, and because I was like, in this moment, I don't know if I want to make it a gift or not. I know that sounds horrible, but yeah. Conair brush set. I didn't even know Conair made these kind of brushes. I felt them and I was not disappointed when I felt them in the store. But the moment of truth now is using it now. It's 25 freaking brushes in here. If you have a young daughter or guy even who's like really getting into, or son, daughter or son, getting into makeup, you can really, I mean really come up with some magic. Hey y'all, some real magic. What's on my camera? Oh, y'all know I fights with my camera. Like, I be looking at this camera and I be like, why are you making me look like that? Because in person, I look good, not playing. I'm not that confident. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'll tell y'all that lie. Okay. Okay. But as you can see, it makes me look kind of great, even when I move back. So, let us pray that it don't peek through. Because if it do, I'll show y'all what y'all can do. So, I'm using my angle brush from my new brush set. It was only $24 for all of for 20. It's basically like $1 brush, and they're pretty good quality. They're not like hard and crunchy. The only thing I want to be firm and hard is literally, if I'm being perfectly honest, is the brush that I use for my eyebrows, which I can tell you right now, this is the one that's inside of here. I don't like it at all. Like, not I'm gonna say I don't like it, but I don't like it for my brows. If I'm being a little bit clear. Mochi, what are you doing? Mochi Moo. That's my little troublemaker. Let me go run and get my angle brush that I depend on heavily. Oh, it might be right here. Right here in my face. Ignore this bag. I uh just count through. I made a mess. It's a mess. I know it is. I ain't gonna sit there and lie to y'all and tell you it ain't. Oh goodness, I'm gonna clean this out. Got my baby with rubber bands on it. I'm sorry. Told y'all I do everything in real time. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, I like to mess up, try new stuff, show y'all real time, unedited, like me. Sorry, my hair. It's growing though. Um, in real time to showcase, like, hey, it's okay, you guys. You don't have to be impeccable at every freaking turn. Um, to do your makeup on a live or whatever you want to do. If you want to do it, just shoot for it. People are gonna like you, love you no matter what you do. That's one thing I've had to figure out quickly. For my brows, I'm using the let's start now at a even 6 minute mark here. But I am starting out with my Anastasia in dark brown. I actually don't like this shade. I bought it. I have another chocolate floating around this house somewhere. But if you don't have that, use a brown liner. I usually will use a brown and black liner, but I'm going to show you. I will always use a black liner towards the end of my brows because this is when things get a little sparse when I'm not chopping them off. Okay, so you getting ready for school, right? I've always said comb the brushes up, comb the hair up. Let me use this little mirror. It's an Anastasia bronzer that I use for a setting powder. Because sometimes I just make it work whatever I have, honestly, and I'm like, oh well, I'll either love it or hate it. So you still can't even see that good. What is up? Do I have all the lights on that I normally have on? I bet you I don't. We'll see. But anyway, we're going in with the brows. With the brows, like I've said, that's one thing that I have confidence in. I know when I'm not having a good brow day. You ain't gotta tell me. I know when they look extremely blocky. I know when they look extra. But see how this already lightened up this one? Because I like to do the lighter in the front and then fade into dark. Excuse me. But as we all know, I am notorious for using almost brown black eyeshadow or a brown black liner. When it comes to my brows, you guys, I will use the first thing I see. If like if I'm being realistic, because like I said, I want my lines to be as realistic for me. I don't want to be like, oh, I do this every day. A lie. I do not. I don't. Now, when I do clients' makeup, which it's been a while, I just been doing family right now, taking a break. But I will use the same things, in the same order, depending on the person's skin type and all of that. Found my dark brown liner, so I'm actually switching to that. But you gonna do your brows, sis. You getting ready for school? Cause now I look back, my routine wasn't exactly. A lot of times I would do my makeup in the actual bathroom at school because I really wasn't allowed to wear makeup. But I was a black liner girl in the gloss. Let me tell you, I was all into that for sure, for sure. So yes, going in from the brows, as I've told all my beautiful young ladies. If you have a lot of brow hair, you can comb it up. Take these little manicure scissors that I love to use and cut off that excess hair. If you're ever wondering where your brows should start and begin, follow your nose. Use it as a cheat sheet. End of your nostril to the end of your eye, to the end of there. Mark from the middle of your nostril through your pupil of your eye to the right. You'll see where your arch needs to be. So mine's are this place pretty good. I could stand to bring this in a little bit more in the front, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to not add any more product when I do the front of my brow and just take the spoolie that I have here, which has got lint and hair and everything else on here. Wow. And just bring it in. Now, unless you like a dark, bold brow from start to finish, then don't listen to me. Do your straight up scrape. I never say scrape or scrub or anything. Anyway, go here and fill that in with nothing. Just take with the product you have and drag it over, okay? I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Y'all can follow along or pause Take your time and do your thing. I do have a video that is just strictly just for brows if you're wanting to see more on it. I can tell you right now, this one's lower than that one, so I'm going to fix that real quick. I'm frustrated because I realize I've brought everything but eyeshadow palette. How did I manage to do that? Yeah, I have so much stuff. Like, I have so much stuff that I need to like review with you guys. Like, this is nothing. Like, it's probably a little light for me, but I'm gonna use it for a corner. If it's too light for me, I'll just use it for like corner eye for other clients, of course. All right, let me go get a palette. I literally was looking at one, was like, let me go get it. That's kind of important.
It's not cheating to help us find food, you know. Even Master would say for health and safety issues. Yes, of course. I am fully cognizant of what my obligations on this particular mission may or may not.
Maybe I don't have all the lighting on in here like I should. Okay, I always forget something for these videos. It never, even when I lay it all out, it's never. I use my Anastasia Subculture palette, which has toothpaste on it. Trying to get ready. A lot of my stuff still has these little plastics on here. I need to get a mirror. Okay. So as anybody knows, I love using Rowdy out of my subculture palette for my brows. Oh, it's just perfect shade for me personally. Hopefully the anime I'm watching isn't I'm starting back over and I'm watching Fairy Tail because I think I got up in the 200s and then I just lost like everything that's supposed to happen not happening between happening. As I've said before, I do have a brow. I do this a lot with this or when I'm irritated, anything like this muscle's tight, okay? And you can kind of tell with my brows. So what I'll usually do is another trick you can do to try to make that match as much as possible. You can bring up the skin right here on your brow a little bit. You don't have to tug too hard. It's what I'll make you get unnecessary wrinkles if you can avoid it. Tugging and pulling, you always pay for it when you get older. All right, so now I'm going in to clean the brows. And I was at work today and all I kept thinking to myself was I've met some really talented ladies today and I'm like, they like makeup like me. It makes me happy. Some people look at me and go, but you don't look like you wear makeup. That's because I'm at work sweating. So no, not right now. Not right now. Of course not. As I said before, you really want to try to go 2 shades lighter or 2 shades darker. Not 2 shades darker, 2 shades lighter underneath here. Some people like to go way lighter. It's really 100% up to you as long as you know how to blend it out. If you can make it look like you ain't use a white highlighter, not a white highlighter, but a white concealer on your brows, hey, to each his own on that. Because I personally would say I wouldn't suggest it because it makes more work for you if you're newer to the makeup game. But if you can blend it out, do it. Because I've seen some girls use some hella like concealers, and I was like, but I can't tell she used it. So it's one of those things where I kind of just ask what people use, and then I look at them and I go, learning something right now. Getting my concealer, my infamous OCC, Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics. If you've never used it, check it out. It is actually really lit. I have somehow lost the outside packaging of this. I dropped it one day and it came out, and I'm lazy. I just didn't go look for it. We'll just say that. That's the truth. It's the truth. Shame the devils. Tell the truth. Okay. Going in with my lighter concealer. You always want to cut in a little bit further into the actual brow hairs because that's one thing that I didn't quite understand um, while I was being taught to do my brows. Um, for anybody who knows, Moselle Maddox is the lady who taught me how to do my brows. And once I got this concealer part down, I never even like looked back. Never done my brows the way that I used to do them ever after that. I know this is a little light, but I will always blend it out. Same thing on the top. Some people actually prefer to do a lighter brow. If you're anything like me, if I was in school still doing makeup the way I'm doing it now back in school, I would be making so much side money, y'all. So much. Because I was doing a little side makeup at school and then I just took it and ran with it. So see how lovely and nice that's turning out? And I'll take as little as I possibly can. And you see now I'm blending it up. Try not to leave a chunk of concealer next to your brow hair if you can, which is literally what I'm like in the process of cleaning up now. I'll take my spoolie. I'm not adding any more product. Look at that before and after once you clean it up. I am annoyed because every time I get on these, I look at my video and I'm like, why do you look different today? This camera's stupid. I just gotta get a better one, and that's nobody's fault but my own. So I will get around to it sooner or later. Moochie, nobody wants to watch you licking your private, sir. But hey, booger. No, you stay. No, good. Hey. You cute though. Look at my little teddy bear. He is so stinking cute. The other one, she's on punishment right now. But cleaning up the brows. So you getting ready for school? I'm really not. I'm gonna try to time this because realistically, if I was in school beating my face like I do now, I probably would be up a little earlier just to make sure it's on 10. But I'm also not a morning person, so I would most likely. So as you can see in the front, I'm not adding any more product, you guys. Just going in and bringing what's left over left because now you can see it matches with the crease in your nose. Now, see how I was talking about I need to bring it a little bit further, but I don't want it to be too harsh in the front. That's why I'm doing it that way. Because a lot of people ask me how you get that soft front. And I'm like, honestly, if you wipe off product, you can even add foundation. Like I have this little mousse right here. If it came out a little bit too dark for me, I would just take my little brush, maybe take a little excess off, and then go to the front and just brush that up in there a little bit right in the front. And of course, you don't want to showcase a hard stopping line so people can see where you stop with the lighter color either. So take your spoolie and blend it over. Look at that brow. And with brows, you guys, it's one of those things where you do them however you feel. Now that looks a lot better than it. Now I gotta make my other one look like that. So I'm not gonna talk so much on this other brow. Let's questions pop up over here. I also need to take a razor to these bad boys, if I'm being perfectly honest. My locks is in the way. Y'all gotta see what's going on. They trying to grow. And they had like a weird length right now where I'm just trying to figure out. I got half up, half down, trying to make it work. I can't wait till I'm like, long hair, don't care. Some girls don't need a lot of brow work like that, or some girls just have a natural, perfectly set brow. And Lord, honey, if you got bomb brows, don't mess them up. Don't chop them. Get somebody professional do them, and I pray that the professional person don't mess it up. Because I've got a lot of horror stories while I was at Sephora about. I did go to a professional, and she's the one who did my brows like this, and I'm like, Well, maybe that's just how she personally does hers. Well, she don't need to be a professional. She don't. What I usually try to do with people with their brows is I try to see how they kind of already got them. I kind of ask them like what they're looking for, because some people don't like a thick brow like this. Some people love, they want to stick with their thins from the 90s and 2000s. They want to stick with them and let them. Because as you can see, everything goes around, comes around as far as trends go. And I don't really follow trends. I do what I want to do. If it happens to be popular, I might, if I like it and I can execute it. This brow always gives me hell, y'all. Oh, it's like this bad step kid, man. It's fighting for attention. And I'm like, I'm giving you attention, though. What am I? Okay. All right, brows are kind of set. That took 6 minute mark. Well, it's different when I got two different brows. Oh no, Lord, not today, not today, yo. So this is what I do when I feel like my brows look really different. I get them as close as I possibly can. I tweak them. If you got to get your butt to school, get them as close as you can. That's why I'm saying, like, if you practice, and I would practice the night before, if it was me, if I was still in school like that. Not adding no product, brushing it over. Because guess what you can do? You're like, what if you brush it over too far? Guess what you can do? I've also taught girls, depending, I kind of go off how the way you learn. You can bring this over, and guess what? Magic. Run your fingers and get as much as that light product off if you're working with what you got. That looks okay. But I try to get them to look like hair as much as I possibly can. Now, if you tell me right now, I want cartoon jet black, that's what I want. Actually, I've seen a lot of people executing it, doesn't look bad either. So, it's one of those things where I'm like, a lot of this stuff is to each his own. And don't let somebody make you feel, less than for, you know, wanting to be different. Be different, man. That looks a little better. Oh, I think I might have figured it out. Wait. Yeah, I'm like ghetto. I got my pillow. Got the blanket on my laptop cord. That's not a good look. Give me a second, y'all, before this computer try to die on me. I told y'all, real time, real life, real life. Like today, I use this as like a setting powder. It's a lot darker in person. Because I realized how the way it looks on the camera. But I need to sit this back from me a little bit more. I can see my basic home. It's okay. It's very basic. Oh, I just hit my knee. Lord, take the wheel. I showed them saying Lord and Jesus a lot for somebody that don't go to church. Okay. All right. So we got the brows done. I always do them first because think about if you didn't have time to do nothing else. These bad boys is laid. It don't matter. I'm using this Fit Me foundation. This is in color 375. I basically just picked up the darkest one because for years that's just been me, And then I realized there's girls that are darker than me, and they now have shades, and I'm just happy to even say that. If you're anything like me, simple back to school look, um, I would probably just knowing me. If I was still in high school, take this primer, run my fingers across the lid. Oh, it's a Sephora collection one. Y'all have seen me do it. I'm gonna use it till it fall apart. Unless I bought a new one and it's something that I want to show y'all and tell y'all if it's good to my personal opinion. Because so far so good. Most stuff that I've suggested for people, they actually do like it. So I try. Liz is prime. Look at that even. Look at that even, y'all. All right, all right. Also got this gloss from Family Dollar. Not Family Dollar. Fred's. You know all the Fred's are shutting down. I went and just bought a bunch of makeup. Which I have a bag of makeup down here also, which is just from that. This is from LA Colors. It's gonna be my new lip today because I know a lot of girls is doing the new lip with the gloss, and I'm like trying to stay in tune to what my nieces probably would want to see on here. Also, shout out to them. They are the reason why sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep doing this. Okay. I said I was gonna use my new brushes. Let me stop. Using my new brushes for my face. Use this guy. So I can tell you right now, just from feeling these and looking at these now, I don't really have like. Oh yes, I do. Maybe I'm tripping. Foundation. Here we go. It's real soft. It doesn't feel like they're gonna shed everywhere, but time will tell. First time I wash them, I will let y'all know. I'm actually going to use this. Is a little firm. I don't know why I was like, hey, there's no. Ignore me. All right. Because I think I used to put my foundation on like the literal bathroom counter at one point. Like I would just put a drop on the counter because I didn't have a container at the time. I was in a hurry. So I'm just going out with 375 on the outside, just dotting where I want it. And then going in with my lighter shade, which I'm not using very much of this lighter shade at all. I usually don't buy the lighter shades. I usually just get the darker shade and just use like the concealing stuff I have. Dotting a couple light places underneath the eye. So that's 375 and this is 360. So I really just went what was there. I went to the next shade, which I think that was right next to that one. You can color correct. I feel like I don't really need to color correct that much with this particular look. A little foundation. And please, ladies, with the amount of foundation you're using, you don't need a lot. If you have, honest to God, if you have a good pigmented foundation, you won't need a lot. A lot of times people tell me they're using 3 or 4 pumps, which I'm not knocking you for doing that at all. Do you? If you feel like that's the coverage that you're wanting, do it, baby. If you, as long as you're taking care of your skin and you're making sure you keep them pores clean, face clean, dead skin off your face for texture, hydrating, because everybody needs to hydrate. Even my oily sisters, brothers and sisters, you need to hydrate. Doesn't matter who you are. And I hear a lot of oily people say, "Oh, well, I really didn't want to hydrate because I'm oily." Well, your face is going to keep producing oil and making it worse for you because it's trying to create hydration it's not getting. Then you got people like, "Well, I drink a lot of water." I'm like, yeah, water does help the skin, but if for what you're wanting to look like, just put a little sauce on the top of that bad boy. So I'm here to tell y'all, like right now, you see I'm still going next to my brows because I do not want that halo around my eyes. I had a daggone Anastasia foundation stick in truffle that was perfect just for this reason, but where is it now? We don't know. So my opinions on this foundation right now. I love how lightweight it is. I kind of can't tell by looking at my camera if I like the shade or not. We'll find out because I'm gonna look in this mirror in just a second. I'm going to show what y'all do if y'all do get a foundation that is basically to you know what? Let me close that door because I think that light might be blinking on my camera. Sorry. That may be exactly what the issue is. help, but we're trying to find out. Looks better. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, so now I got a little bit more warmth to my face since I closed that door. How weird. Lighting is so weird. But now I'm scared it looks really weird now. We'll see. I've said this 100 times. My neck is really dark. Doesn't matter what I've done to it. I'm definitely not gonna bleach my neck. No. Um, Hormone issues. If you're diabetic, you probably have the same issue. Some people do, some people don't, but it's not from lack of me scrubbing my neck to death. So I want to clear that up now because I know people be like, "Ah, neck so dark." Can't control that. Could put a bunch of foundation on it, but when I have on like something like this, I don't want a lot of makeup on my shirt. I don't think anybody does. Okay. Okay, I'm not mad at the shade. If I step back, you can kind of see it a lot better. It's not bad. I actually really like the texture of it. It's very lightweight. And it's what I got. It's matte and poreless. So I do love a good matte, but I also don't like to look dry. Is that weird? I don't like to be I don't like to look dry, but I definitely don't like to look shiny. I don't like to look shiny unless I'm happen to be going for a dewy look, which is basically hardly ever, never, unless I'm probably doing something out of the norm for just playing in makeup and talking to you guys. Whether or not somebody's watching or not, I'm super excited about. Let's see. So, if you are somebody who loves a natural lip, sisters, get you a dark brown liner. They're at Walmart for 93 cents, a cold liner if you can, or a brown actual lip liner. This is an eyeliner that I use for my lips. I love it because it's so creamy, it doesn't tug. And if I want that natural everyday look, I can do it with this, with a shade of pink of some sort in the middle, and it comes out great. So let's go ahead. I always start with my top usually. Doesn't really matter. Some girls like to overdraw their lips. I've never done that. But if you want to each his own. You just go outside the line of your lips and then pray that it looks good. My lips look so daggone dry. I haven't really had a lot of water today, so I'm not even surprised. I can always tell when I haven't had water. I can always tell when I haven't exfoliated. Because it'll be all crackly. Crackly. Brown liner on the outside of my lips. This pink. Some people probably look at this because you really can't even see. It's more of like a coral. I don't know if y'all can see that. So, doing a little bit of that in the middle, but very little of that. You notice, very small amount. And patch your lips together with that brown. Look at that. And some girls will take this, and let me get my mirror so I can see. Y'all can follow along. And add this lighter color. That looks even better in the mirror. Ow. Okay. And add that color up here. A little bit more. See how it makes a difference? Some women don't like to make their lips look fuller. I used to be that person. I'm like, my lips are already big. I don't want any more accentuation on my lips. No, ma'am. No, no, no. Don't do it. But as I've gotten a little older, I'm really accepting of my lips a lot more than what I was 5-6 years ago. So about 6 years ago, when I started working at Sephora, is when I gained more confidence in my personal features. I'm still hella insecure. Don't get it twisted. I just I'm glad I got full lips. Thank you. I'm glad I got thick, bushy eyebrows because I can do more of my makeup with them. You know, it's little things that I now am a little bit more accepting to. Okay. Simple lip, right? Shoot, you can go to school just like this, man. Let's just do this. Some people will be really content with just this and some mascara or eyelashes and be done, which I may. attempt lashes on this video. No promises. No promises. But yeah, so far so good. This is what I got for back to school. I want y'all to see. Sis coming through looking young. I didn't set it. I just did my brows, foundation, and a good gloss, brown liner. Gone. My face has already been hydrated, primed, exfoliated, and all that stuff before I did the video. If y'all would like to see more on, what I'm trying to say, more information on skincare stuff, let me know. I will tell you what I do know. Now, if I don't know, I will quickly be like, oh, I can't answer that question. Don't ask me. I don't know, and I ain't gonna lie and say I do know. So there go my lips. If I had an order, if I really had an order, if I'm big and I know, I would do my brows and brows first, then eyeshadow. But some people do eyeshadow first, then brows. If I could strongly suggest anything, I really don't have an order. It depends on if it has a lot of fallout or if I know I'm most likely going to mess up. I will not literally put makeup right here if I feel like I'm in a hurry. I just want to get most of my foundation on so I can at least do, my under eye in the car on the way to wherever we're going. But seeing how this is a back to school look, like I think this is perfect for your 15-year-old, 14-year-old, 16-year-old. I think this is really reasonable because groom brows are, they're like the shades to your window. They say how the eyes are the windows to your soul. Well, I feel like your brows are the curtains. You know what I mean? So I would always make sure at school that this area was always impeccable. I made sure I had a little bit of something underneath my eyes, a little gloss. My brows could have been better. If y'all see any pictures or you find my Facebook, you will see proof of the before and after us. So now we're going to move into like a light everyday eyeshadow. I actually really like that foundation for that price point. Okay, look at yeah, and it's reasonably priced, parents. Okay, especially if they're starting out. Start with something that you see there's a lot of shade options. If your kid happens to be like super light skin, they'll probably find something quicker. But they are doing so much better with getting more shades in store. We still see lack of here and there, but ultimately, it's pretty good. It's nice to see the growth because it would be so sad if we still were in 2019 without any growth at all. So progress is progress, and I will take that and I will run with that. So me, everyday school look for me will probably be get you a fluffy brush, okay? Oh, I said I was gonna use my new brushes. Stop, Kim. Stop. Put the brush down. Do your Conair brushes. I got these from Burlington, by the way. So just in case y'all are wondering where the heck I got it from, I'm going to go in here and look for a fluffy brush so I can handle this area here and blend so it won't be like chunky circles. I'm going to use a smudge brush for underneath my eyes. So firm little brush. I don't know if y'all can see that. People do that hand thing in the videos. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? Yeah. Okay. So I got my Dawn brush for smudging underneath the eye. And last but not least, the main other thing you'll need is a flat brush to pack on whatever color you want to use. So personally, if this was me for back to school, I would probably want to do like a brown, golds, something more in the neutral zone as far as shades go. A natural everyday eye. I'm actually going to do that first, like a really natural everyday eye. If you're like, I don't really do a lot of makeup, but I want that look. You know what I mean? I'm like, I get it. You can actually take, if you have a powder foundation, which I do, my Bare Minerals that I used to hate at first, and I was like, I'm gonna use this as a setting powder. Then after that, it was all good. You can take that and all you're doing right now is making your lid look. This is what guys would be like. I want her to not wear a bunch of makeup. I want my girl to look natural like this. I'm like, but that's makeup. Glad my husband knows the difference. He definitely knows the difference because I only talk to him about all this stuff more than I should. Um, I'm just going over my lid with an eyeshadow. Not an eyeshadow, foundation. If you want to have that natural look you're trying to go for, you can do that. It's very subtle. Hold on. Oh, I wish y'all could see what I see in my mirror. It looks so washed out on here, but mirror wise, I always do a video after this to showcase. Let me start running my yapper and finish this eyeshadow. So natural, just get like you a brown eyeshadow or something that's close to your lid color and just run it across the lid. I already primed my eyelids as y'all saw, and I'm just running across there with this. Just a natural lid look. Sorry. All right. So for me, and some people be done with this. They'll be like, I'm good. This is all I wanted. Little nugget you can do. If you got a good concealer that you know that'll stick all day and you don't worry about it creeping up on your creeping and crackling on your lids. You can take a tiny little bit of that, okay, and put it right on the lid. If you want a little bit more dimension. When I say subtle, I mean subtle, sis. Like this is like for that girl that's like, I like makeup, but I don't want to look like I have a bunch of shit on my face. Pardon my French. I gotta work on my cousin. I gotta stop doing that. Going in with a little lighter shade right on the lid. Very small amount. People like, I don't see you doing anything. I'm gonna show you guys in just a second when I'm finished with, because I used to kind of do this sometimes. When I finally kind of learned more about makeup, I was like, I'm just gonna stick with this look for a while. Woo, bless that pigment. I love my Anastasia palettes. They've never disappointed me. I don't even gotta dip in there no more. If y'all notice, I still actually do have the highlight underneath my brow bones from the concealer that I used. You know, less is more. So I'm going in with this, blending it out. If you're asking what shade I'm using underneath my brow bone, for my complexion, I love a dark, like that mustard yellow for fall, like a orangey kind of yellow, like it's real intense, not like yellow, like, I wonder if y'all can see this. Dang it, it's just if I pull it back enough, as you see, it still is lighter than what it is in person. That y'all can see when I'm actually looking at it in person. So it's like an orange kind of color. It's like a tan orange. If that's tan orange, yeah, tan orange. If I had a color, I would call it tan orange. If I had a palette. Making sure it's blended because I noticed some girls that do a really good shade on if their brows, but you can kind of see the start and stop really well. Take that same blending brush, the fluffy one, circular motions, and work it out, sis. See, I'm going right underneath there. And you're like, but I like this natural look, but I still feel like it looks kind of boring. Okay, so now we got the girl that's like, I really don't wear mascara. I just want a little shadow brows, lip gloss, foundation. If you're not a foundation person, you can still achieve this right here. Maybe put a little bit on here if you happen to have dark circles. If you don't, sis, run with it and love yourself. So now for me personally, I'm like, I need a little definition right here. Just teeny tiny bit. So I will find a darker brown if I can. Boop. Boop. You see how I just went boop and boop? And I have a lot of people that's like, well, how do you know your placement? Well, honest to God, if you look on a lot of the back of your packagings and the cards that come inside of your eyeshadow palettes, listen to them. Practice, watch YouTube tutorials and stuff, and just keep following through. Because with makeup, the more you do it, you'll see the growth. It doesn't matter who you are. I haven't seen maybe one person, but she's getting better. It just takes longer for some people, and that's fine. Take a little bit and blend that out like so. I just use a dark brown. That's it. I tapped it one time, boop, boop, on both eyes and adding more product. and you should feel where the creasing of your eye is. And where you feel that crease in your eye, I would much, if you're still struggling with, see how small that is. I used to do this for women all the time at Sephora, and that small thing, they'd be like, "Oh, that's it, that's perfect." I'm like, this is what I personally consider a natural everyday look. See, subtle. We got a little pop, but it ain't too much. It ain't making you like a whole nother human. Some people really, they don't want to look like a whole nother person. That's understandable. Me, it depends on my mood. I sometimes like to look like a dolled up, blow up doll. Like, and at other times I'm like, I just want to look classy, natural. I want people to wonder if this is my skin or not. Depends on my mood. Cause how the way my skin and my hormones is set up, honey, it ain't no telling what they'll do. I did accidentally add more product, but it's fine because I can clean off. But I literally have a towel right here, and I'm just running my brush across it to get that excess out. Because if you're like a naturalista and you're like, I really don't want to do a lot, don't. If that's not your thing, but don't put down girls who do wear makeup because they might be going through something. It might just be really therapeutic. For me, it's therapeutic. Okay, look at that. It's not too crazy. Natural everyday look. Most of this is me talking to y'all. If I was in the bathroom, I could do this in 15, 20 minutes. 15, 20 minutes, all bull crap aside, I can do a full face like that for me. I don't know. When I'm working on other people, I tend to get like, it gotta be perfect. No, I gotta add more. When it's somebody else's face, I take more care in their face with execution. So now, if you're like, well, I'm really not a lash person, guess what? I get my Big T's plumping mascara by Buxom. I'm just gonna grab this because this is the first thing I see. Um, and you can put this on. Now, if you are planning on a do liner, wait to do your mascara. So I'm here to tell y'all right now, my liners, I don't know where the hell they keep going to. They just get legs and walk away. I just gonna have to buy like a big order of it from Amazon or somewhere. Just buy a whole pack of them and be like, hope you last. So, hope you last. Where's my sharpener? See? It's a lid for that. And if you have your own personal bathroom, God bless your heart, because you can probably leave all your stuff and run out the door and get on that bus. But I'm really like, where in my face? I can't find my black liquid liners. I keep misplacing the crap out of them. So I'm actually going to use a cold eyeliner, like the ones I use on my lip, the brown one that I got from Walmart for 93 cents. Y'all know which ones I'm talking about. Y'all know it's the only one that's 93 cents. I'm going to use this for my eyes. I'm going to sharpen this as sharp of a point that I can. I actually really do love cold liners. Like, I mean, really love cold liners. They just glide like butter. There's no tugging. And I hate tugging around the eyes because I can see where I do stuff like this or do this a lot on my face. And I know that's weird, but if you pay attention to yourself and start realizing you're starting to age, you start to notice those things about yourself. I ain't a spring chicken, but I ain't old either. I'm best of both worlds. Not playing. So I'm taking my cold liner, sharpening as much as I could because the good sharpener is floating around here somewhere. I'm just gonna run it across my lid up here. A lot of women are like, I don't know how to do a cat eye, and I really ain't about that life. I just want some natural everyday something. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. What you're gonna see from me right now is a basic liner. I'm just following my lid. Some people like it to be real thick. Some people don't. I'm gonna start off kind of light and then I'm gonna thicken it as I go. See, like I just made that too thick. Oh no. What do you do in these situations? I'm gonna show you. No, it ain't too thick. So look at that. Sexy eye. Illusion. every day. I don't really like a lot of stuff like that. I want to keep it simple. Leave me alone. I look good. I look natural. Don't worry about me. This is for who this for. You know? Sorry. Just want y'all to know. I don't answer phone numbers I don't know. Sure don't. It's the hubby. But see how I made this a little thicker? All you do, ladies, I wish I had a better camera, but we're gonna work with what I got. You just go a little bit over and then you fill it in. Done. Look how simple and cute that is. It's simple and cute. Not a lot. Now we're gonna do the other one. And of course, when I get through with this everyday look, I'm quite literally I'm gonna do another live and then spice it up right after. So stay tuned if you want to see what I got going on. If you interested, or watch it at a later date, I'm totally fine with that too. Yes, I have. I'm so excited, y'all, because I think I have like 21 subscribers now. I'm so excited. I mean, I don't care if it was 5 to be honest with you all, but I got to find yo, let me go get this liner. I'll be back, y'all. Mm. But let's see what my makeup looks like so far. Simple, like this is something that I would do if I just want to look okay, but I didn't really feel like having a lot of people going, "Who did your makeup?" Jesus. My Jesus did it. The not me ghost did it. First off, I'm just gonna have to buy like a bulk pack of black felt tip liners, like for real, for real. Hey, little ninja, what you doing? All y'all do now is eat, 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 eat me out of house and home. Okay, I'm back. All right. So as far as look at that, I went from red to blue. My camera don't know what the heck it want to do. Wish this thing had like a natural like filter thing for camera, looks or something. Okay, I found my Kat Von D liner. It seemed like it don't ever want to dry out, but when it do, I won't be repurchasing. It's not a bad liner. I just don't support her like that. Yeah, I do. She's got good products. I just we'll see because I might have one of her palettes in 4 months from now. You just never know with me. Um, but I'm going over that with this. Just follow me because I do love a sharp edge. You can do a teeny tiny cat eye if you want. Done. A little boop. It ain't too much. Done. It doesn't have to be, look at me. Hey, I can beat faces. It's fine. You can do something small like that. Be about your day with a pretty set of lashes, everyday lashes, or a good mascara, and or you don't even have to wear mascara. You want to do the exact same thing on this side. Mochi, why are you whining? No. What are you whining for? No, Luna. No. I hope she don't start that weird whining noise that she do. It's like, I've told people about it. She, if they kind of close, it's all right. I do sketching motions. Like, for sure, on my left eye, the tip is a little blunt. But it'll do for now. Because you could be in a hurry. Because you can see this one's a little lower than that one. But if I was like getting ready to play, I'd be like, oh well, it's gonna be like this today. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all on that. Cause I used to hear girls in my school, and I can just hear what they do now with makeup, with all the things that's come out since I've been in school, which has been it's been a hot little minute. Um, so with that being said, um, I can imagine then it took them 2 hours to get ready for school. I'm talking to y'all, going to go get stuff, walking out through. I've been done with this look in 20 minutes if it was just me not talking and going, not trying to make sure y'all can see everything and not checking. Because, you see your face, you do your face. So, sometimes it be like that. So, now this is a easy little, you're like, okay, but I want a little highlighter. I got you. My baby. My newfound, very reasonably priced baby. My Wet and Wild. I have a knack for, ain't that pretty. I have a knack for breaking lids off my stuff somehow. So it's a lid. That's what it looked like. It's like $6, $5. Either way it go. You ain't breaking a $10 bill. I mean, you gonna break a $10 bill, but you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna use a fan brush that's provided in here with my things. And I'm actually gonna go in right now because now this is for the girl that's like, oh, I do a natural look, but I make sure it's on 10. Okay, so I want this to be a little bit more flawless, a little bit more popping. I'm just gonna go in, and I'm sure a lot of y'all like she's adding so much makeup. I'm really not. Most of my clients that I ever touched, they are so surprised when I get in their face and they're like, "You didn't really use a lot." I ain't going to unless you tell me to. I accidentally just dipped this into the powder. I will say this with the straightest face possible. I with the Bare Minerals foundation I use, for setting powder underneath my eyes. I use it because I have it and I'm trying to use it all up, or I use it on my lids for like a natural lid color. But I don't like the fact that it makes you look cakey when I wear it with foundation. So I don't know. I will say this disclaimer on there, all that, whatever. I will say I personally do feel that it may be because I'm using it with a foundation. Because some days I've used it and it's been fine. So I guess it just depends on whatever I'm using it with or whatever. Just gonna go in a little bit more underneath the eye with that foundation. Very small. Like I use crumbs for this stuff. You see people that be like, faux glops, bloop bloop. I'll be like, not me. Don't want nothing to do with that. So I'm just going in a little bit more underneath the eye because I want it to look like, oh, you got a neutral look today. You know. So now we're going in from everyday, moving into a neutral makeup look. So there's a difference between those, and some people just don't establish that, and they just let the world meander around, and they're like, we don't really know. We just do what we saw in the video. Well, there's a difference. Neutral means like browns and stuff like this. What I have on. A natural makeup look is when you have a little bit of makeup, but it looks as natural as possible, meaning it's not a lot of anything if possible. Then you got people that's like, I want that natural look, but I want a full face of makeup. That will go back to a neutral look. It's a neutral makeup look. So you guys know the difference. So when you're speaking with makeup people, they won't be going, this girl's stupid and she asking me stupid questions and I don't know why she don't know the difference. Um, I understand because I used to be that person. You can't know better unless you learn so you can do better. So I put a little bit more of the foundation underneath. my eyes, you guys, with a flat brush because it lays it on full coverage. But I don't even know if this full coverage. I don't think it is because I keep looking. I'm like, hitting them little creases because I'm a big smiler like this. See no lines can't handle it. So I go a little bit right there, and I'll set right there with a powder too. So if I'm smiling and talking at school or whatever, I won't create these little weird creasy lines that people won't tell you that's there. Only your friends will tell you that it's there. Hopefully, you got good friends that will tell you that it's there. But anyway, uh, now I'm going into my highlighter. Do I want to go into my highlighter? Yeah, heck yeah, I want to go into my highlighter. But let me just wet my sponge and handle this because I'm really going for now. We done passed, but yeah. Okay, and I'm sure a lot of people are like, I'm not gonna spend an hour on doing my makeup. I don't expect you to. Now, if I'm being realistic, I would expect if you really want to look decent and you really starting out, give yourself 30 minutes. Wake up 30 minutes early and or already have it laid out and ready to go. Cause I used to already have my liner and stuff in my backpack. Like when I get to school, I'm going straight to the bathroom, handle this liner, you know, because my mom really didn't like me to wear makeup, and I really didn't want to wear a lot. I just was really big on liner to the point to where my butt, true story, I would honest to God. Oh, this setting powder I'm using, I don't even want to hear it. I know it's too light, but somebody gave it to me because they didn't know how to use it, or it might have been it was too yellow or something for them. It was something along that line. I was like, I'll make it work. But it's midnight banana powder. Taking my sponge that I also got from Burlington. Because I will say, once it dries, I love how the way it finishes on my skin. I ain't gonna lie. But then, if it's too light, I will go back with a darker powder to kill that gray that you might get in a picture. Or when you get away from a light, you're like, "Oh no, I look real gray." That's why when I'm done with my makeup, a lot of times I legitly really wanna walk away, look in this mirror, film this. Y'all will like watch me in real time while I do it, but I am gonna learn how to edit. That's happening. And see how it just set that? It's like smooth. There is no possible cracks or anything. I love that powder. A lot of people are like, a lot of people be using the wrong shade. Well, until I get the funds to buy the new one, I will. And when I do, I'm gonna be like, I do want to try that Sacha, what is it? Sacha, something or another. And I go back with I'm gonna wait to do that powder. Highlighter, where you hiding it? And Wet and Wild. It just say Mega Glow highlighting powder. It doesn't have a number or anything on it. But I'll just straight up tell you it's the darkest gold that I could find. Okay, here it is. It's Awesome Blossom. Man, what I do with that fan brush? I just had it. But I know a lot of people aren't gonna want to watch this fully through. Just speed through the parts you want to see. Hopefully, along the way, I'll answer questions that you have. Because anybody who knows me, I'm trying to get my time down. I probably won't ever get my time down till I get this editing down. Once the editing gets down, oh, it's over. I'm gonna talk as much as I want to, take out and keep what I want. But I don't really want to edit too much because that's just not who I am. I like to talk. I'm just gonna use this little dome brush. It's got a bit of a there it is. Never mind, I found it. Just gonna use this. I always smile. Hit your face right where that light's hitting you. Some girls are like, I like highlighter, but I don't know how to use it. Do you know, fun fact, I was probably 17, 16. The first time I went inside a Sephora, it was in Little Rock, Arkansas. I will never forget it. I want to say it was at McCain. And you know how some places you go and they know you a kid and they feel like you ain't gonna buy nothing. They treat you like crap to get you out, basically. I've seen it 150 million times. And sorry. But I like this brush. It's really light. Yeah, okay. Not bad. Little highlighter action. And I will never forget, it was a pretty black, tall, statuesque black woman in front, and her head was cut low on the side. So she was way ahead of her time, baby. And she had that Grace Jones kind of box cut. It fit her perfectly with a pretty red lipstick, and her skin looked kind of like how mine's looking, real even. And she had a little highlight. She basically had this look that I have going on now, except bold red lip, pretty deep dark red. She was dark. Oh, excuse me, she was a dark skinned woman. I was like, oh my God, I will probably never be able to find a red like that. And she was like, you can do anything, honey, basically. And all I kept thinking in my mind was, I saw a highlighter. True story. Sorry, I'm getting choked up. Um, True story, y'all. It was a highlighter in there. Like, shit, about this big. It was massive and had a big sign on it. I will never forget it. And I was like, this is such a pretty gold eyeshadow. True story. I respect the fact that she didn't make me feel belittled. She didn't make me feel stupid. She didn't try to comfort me or babysit us because we were younger and it was clear that we didn't know anything. She just smiled and she goes, highlighter with my finger. I mean, they're brushes, but I like to use my finger. She goes, she was like, it's actually a highlighter. Do you know what a highlighter is? And I was like, I thought it was an eyeshadow. And she smiled, still didn't make me feel like I was stupid. She was like, no, it's okay. A lot of people don't know that, that's what it's for. Would you like for us to, try it on you? Well, first off, my mama don't like me to wear makeup. So it was definitely an experience that I wanted to have to learn something that later in life I know I'm most likely I'm going to use. It was really nice how the way she treated us, because we've been in so many stores and it's been like, what y'all want? And then y'all come here to mess with stuff. And we wasn't like loud. We're not loud, inappropriate, you know. But she really made me feel like, thank you. Thank you for that. You want to put a little highlighter in the corners? I love highlighting the corners of my eyes or a gold shadow. I don't care which one. Either one is right up my alley, to my personal opinion. But I just want to randomly tell that story. Did I finish the story? I think I did, yeah. But I just appreciate it. That's why I do the kind of videos that I do. It's because it's like that just struck something in me, and I was like, you a good person. It's no. I can tell you're a good patient person. And she was like, oh, that's so sweet, honey. I don't know. I was like, yeah, no, you're a good person. I can tell. Because everybody in that store just stared at us. They didn't even greet us. She was the only one that said one word to us. And because she talked to us, she talked me into buying something, which I hid from my mom. I did. Don't kill me. I did. I did. I was like, I just want a basic black liner. And can you like not put it in the bag? Cause I was like, I don't want to get in trouble. I really, lady, I don't want to get in trouble. And she was like, well, do you? So she wanted to make sure if I could buy it. I was like, no, it's good. I think that was the first liner I had, and I lost it. I didn't even get a chance to use it. I got to swatch it in the stove, fell in love with it, and didn't even get to use it. I was like, well, that's $10, $12 that I lost. Then it might have been $8 because I don't think I broke a 10. Oh, I don't know. This gloss right here from LA Colors High Shine Shea Butter Lip Gloss. It smells good. I think I'm trying to get sick, and I rebuke that in the name of all the things. But simple highlighter. Hey sis, how you doing? Little pop. See how as I go, I'm just making it more and more. Uh, is my nose running, y'all? No, it's not. It just But yeah, it's definitely like I'm looking at my face. I'm just trying to make sure it's not too light up in here. Let me sit up. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so now what I do if I ever feel like my stuff's a little gray, now, if I'm like, well, I'm going to school and I want to be cute. I don't care what y'all got going on. I want to be cute. Now, before you add lashes, you can now actually go in and darken your creases. You can use that same dark brown I use, is add a little bit more. You can use a black. You can use whatever. To just darken the corners if that's what you would like to do. If that is what you're shooting for. So I'm probably not gonna do that in this video. But where is so if you're like, nah, I want a little bit more pop, I want a little bit more something, a little something, you can. That same dark black, that this brown black color, going in, adding a little bit more, same crease section. Okay, it find somebody with your similar eye shape. If your eyes are almond like mine, then shoot for it. Excuse me. Keeping it all in the family. Yeah, yeah. And I'm just making it darker. And the more and more you make that intense, if you can find like a really good get my blending brush, y'all, soft. Personally, I don't like the shape, but I prefer if it's like domed a little bit, like my Sephora collection brush. But it feels really good. And if it does the same thing, okay, you have to work with it a little bit more, but that's fine. That's okay. After you get that in there, blend and try to not have yourself out here looking crazy in these streets. I'm gonna mix like a red, brick red, and a brown, rich brown for a transition shade. Transition shade is the shade in between. It didn't come out like I was going to think that it was going to. See, taking my finger and wiping it away. Where is my pretty purple? I'm gonna have to use what I got because I'm not getting up no more. But anyway, I'm gonna just take this red-ish kind of red. Well, I keep saying red. It's like a brown, really pretty brown. Okay. And putting it right in between that light shade that you use underneath the brow, and in between that dark brown that you just used. And on this video, as per usual, it washes everything out. Everything. But I will do a picture and I post it because I want to showcase to people like, no, I really did do this in real time and I really did mess this up in person. Like y'all got to see my failures and my wins. Okay, and you like, nah, sis, I want to look a little bit more. Okay, I'm just going in my foundation. I barely use a lot. I go in and make sure that this area right here isn't too light. I did just go over my highlighter. Whoops, shit happens. And I'm just going in to make sure I don't look gray. Like with the powder stuff, like the powders, if you want to completely wait till you got everything like done, you can. But if you're ever like me and you mess up, like some people will powder and then go over, which is kind of basically what I'm doing now. And I'm doing padded motions, especially underneath this eye area. So I won't have any creasing or creping on the skin. Now, see, that looks better. I don't feel like I look as gray. Okay. Because it's exactly what I want to stay away from. Because every once in a while I'll get outside and I'm like, crap, I forgot to check my makeup. And then I'll go somewhere and the whole time I'm like, I know y'all can tell I'm a little gray today, but you know what? I ain't like this every day. You don't stare. Or the first time I can find a bathroom, I'll go in and I'm like, fix, fix, fix. Gotta fix this stuff. Little highlighter action. Keep this brush on deck when I need to blend stuff out. Okay. Now I'm going in with that blunt brush. Y'all keep hearing me mention this blunt brush. You can do a liner underneath your eyes. You can straight up go, I'm a liner girl. Give me my liner. I got my liner. I'm good. run that across the bottom. That's fine. Because this was me in school. 150%. Like, I would be like, bitch, I want like I got raccoon eyes. Pretty much. As I look back now, I saw a picture of myself and it was like running. I was like, why nobody never said my makeup was running? They just talked about me, obviously. Because I was oily skin type and always sweating and nervous and crap. And yeah, I would just say that. Yeah. So, and I'm going underneath my eyes with my cold liner. Some people take a lighter too, but cold liner glides like butter usually. And done. And this is like updated version of Kim. Kim would be like, that ain't enough liner. Sis, that ain't enough liner. You know, like I used to cake it on and then I was like, look at it and be like, that's what I was going for. I want to make people think I want to beat their ass, I think. Just kidding. I was really a sweetheart in school and I didn't like drama and I tried to stay out of it. Can't say the same amount though. Life would just keep sneaking up out of literally left field, nowhere. This, I'm sure I should zoom in for this part. So when you just put on a liner and you don't smudge, it doesn't look bad. It just creates a harsh line, really intense. It's up to you because, like I said, when I was in school, I loved it, and I'm sure y'all can see how the way it looks on me now. I kind of started on this one. I should have not done that, but you take your brush because if you look close, you starting to see how harsh that line really is. This is like line. If you take this and smudge it out, you'll still get the color unless you're using this to, fix a problem you did on there, which is absolutely fine. We all make mistakes. You win some, you lose some. When you know better, you do better, and you learn from them. Same thing on this side. Another little trick that I learned here recently. I notice a lot of girls, because I have like, this is all right here is like a little bag thing I have. Well, I was like, I have bags. Okay, after I looked at like my baby pictures and stuff, I realized, no, my eyes are like that. I can't take away something unless I get surgery. I ain't got the money for that. To fix things about myself that I don't personally like, which I hope everybody loves every inch of themselves if possible. There are some things like tummy, boo boo. Don't let me hit a lick. Tummy is gonna be gone. Tummy gonna be not tummy no more. It's gonna be yummy. So take this same dark brown eyeshadow. I'm going right next to it because it's pretty much brown black, and I'm going to smoke it out to make it more sultry. And as I go on in this video, I'm just showcasing how you can take something so small just for school and it's not too much. Because the older you get, I'm sure whoever your parents are, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, you can do a little bit more the older you get. Some parents don't care. And they're like, go full force, baby. If you want to do hardcore makeup, by all means, do that. So I'm just going in here. And it will create, it hides those bags that were underneath my eyes. Since I've been doing this, I haven't had a lot of problems with me feeling like you can see my bags because this eyeshadow literally covers it. So it lets you create a eye illusion. I for one use the lifted eye method on 90% of everything that I do, which is basically put this right here and a little bit of this there. Lifted eye method. All it does is it gives you more of an illusion of more of a like a cat eye. Just like I love when my hair is tight because it'll give you like more of a it's like a free facelift. It's subtle, but I love it. So it allows me to not have to pull my hair to the back of my brain to the back of the ceiling just to get that look. You know what I mean? So this is what it looks like. So more and more you intensify it, okay? Next step, if you're like, sis, I think I upgraded and I think my parents is good with me doing a little bit more. One thing that I would love to do with people, sorry, it's cold in here and I refuse to turn off my air. One thing that I definitely, Patriots fan, my husband's Patriots fan, sorry. I would really love to see more girls getting on videos like this and asking more questions. You know, like Well, okay, well, I have this skin type, and what I need to do for this? Do you have any makeup artists for suggestions? First off, if you type in your skin type at Sephora, it'll narrow down products that work for you. Fun fact, I'm not just trying to be like, oh, Sephora, 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 but I realize they have a lot of helping tools for people who absolutely do not know. And there's nothing wrong with you not knowing. I appreciate you wanting to learn and know better. If you are a mascara girl and you're like, I don't do lashes, that's absolutely fine. You get your good mascara, you can take this look and just go straight up. Mm, gosh, I try to pull my lashes out and they're like, no, we want to stick right here. Screw your mascara. Something subtle like this. Like if I was a teacher, this would probably be my go-to look 90% of the time. So now I'm like, okay, Kim, well, you know how you are. You like to be a little intense. I've said this before. I use Coconut Girl from NARS. I can't find it. I need to look online and order it because it's the only thing I found outside of this little shade here. I use it for multiple things, as you can see. It's usually the first thing that's going out of my palettes. And you see that slight little dark thing? Well, if you're already dark skinned and when you highlight, you already create a natural contour, with your highlight and all of that. But I like for mine to personally pop a little bit more, not much, but a tiny bit. You got a little cheat sheet. Look at that. Very subtle. It doesn't have to be a straight line. I'm doing this up in circular motions, like this. So it won't be like a harsh line where somebody went, because that's not what I'm trying to look like. You want a little definition, but you want people to be like, ooh, your cheekbones is popping. Not to say, oh, I see you. You went all the way drag today for school. No, not for school. I will probably do it for something else, but not for school. Unless that's the vibe you want to do, then that's all you. You do you. And then even if that is the vibe you're trying to convey. See how I put too much on this side. Okay, so my opinions on this fan brush right now. I'm not gonna blame it on the brush because it could have possibly been me. If you ever want to know if you're ever doing too much and you see girls that actually have those lines on their faces and stuff, a lot of times they don't know it's there because in the lighting that they looked at before they left the home, it looks good. I will literally look in my lighting and then I'll go and pull back. So that way once you look back, you can see if you want to add more highlighter or more. Just step away from your mirror just so you can see that shadow and then walk back up on the light so you can see. Turn your head from side to side and see what's going on in your face before you walk out the door. That is if you have time. If you don't have time, hopefully your makeup skills are A1 and you ain't got to worry about that. I'm just going back with my highlighter because the outside kind of went over and was like, oops, oh well, I'll put it back. Something simple. Now it's a little bit more defined now and it looks a little bit more refined the more and more you add, does it not? I got definition, but I don't look like I'm trying to carve out something that's not there. All right. Back to school, natural, not too much, very light. And I know people like, but I feel like you just kept putting stuff in your face. If I didn't even use this whole amount, I actually poured way too much in here. See how that small corner there is missing? I barely. I don't use a lot. I don't like a lot on my face. And for the girls who do, as long as it looks good, I don't care. You do you, honey. You do you. Okay, so this is my quick back to school look. You can add lashes. I'm not gonna do waste a whole pair of lashes just for this look. But if you want lashes, add it on there. If you feel like, well, what if I'm somebody who I want to look natural, but maybe I want to do a pop of color on the lips. I kid you not. Just grab you another color and put it right in the middle. I'm probably just gonna grab. I got these from Burlington as well. I just hit they clearance. The clearance sale was so phenomenal. I could not. I had to partake Cubby got a credit card, and I was like, swipe, swipe, swipe. I was like, oh, I'm gonna pay for this later. But I'm actually just gonna grab one of these. If you are somebody who likes to indulge in these are Cherry Tree. Tree is spelled CHREE. Cherry Tree Intense Color Matte Lip Glosses. There's 5 different shades in here, and I'm trying to think. Well, do I want to do a pink with this lip? I kind of did a corally kind of color. I might just leave it alone. If you're somebody who don't want to do the whole the light color in the lip, you're like, no, I just want it brown. I have a brown lipstick right here from Revlon, and it is Chocolicious. I think this is one of the real cheap ones, like $2-3 lipsticks. It's a pretty brown. If you like, I don't want that light in my lip, I got you, sis. Done. And if you're still like, I feel like that's too much brown now, guess what you can do? That same gloss, you can control how intense or not intense you want that lip ombre to be. Done. Now look at that. I feel like my nose is running. And we're not doing that on video. Give me a second. I got some tissue right here. I knew something said get tissue. I knew it. Okay. So this is the back to school quick everyday look. Simple. If you have more questions or anything like that, as y'all will watch me do, I will actually be doing a picture or whatever to send it to my Facebook. If you want to follow my Facebook from, this page, you need to inbox me on my Facebook and say, hey, I watched your YouTube live and I noticed we weren't Facebook friends. Just let me know you're not a robot or whoever these people are that be sending me these fake friend requests. And then as soon as you get their requests, they don't speak a lick of English. And I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. Translation button ain't working. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? I mean, really? Okay, so that's my natural everyday it kind of intensified as we went. But I'm just showing you guys, like, you have options as far as, well, what if I want to do a little bit more? Do a little bit more. What if I want to do this same look and a pop of color? I wish I was joking, but you can take this look and add, when I say a smidget of color to something like this and run with it. Like, I mean, really. Yo, I forgot I bought that. Okay, stop, Cam. Stop. But with something like this, I would probably quite literally do a pop of color right underneath the eye and be done with it. You can take something as small as, this is my Urban Decay Grind. I love these Urban Decay goods because it lets me have a lot more control. You can take something as simple as, well, I want to be different today for school, and do so. All you need to do is Kim find her mirror, take a little bit of this glitter, because I actually wore this. I was like about to do my makeup for it, and I was like, nah, I don't know if it's a short day or not. And I'm just gonna go right here, right underneath my eye. Yes, ma'am. Because what y'all will see next is me on this next video. It's going to be me amplifying this look. So, you know what? This video is to be continued. If you watch the next video, I will show you how you'll take something that's more natural and add little pops of color. If you're like, I've always somebody who's done the look you're doing 100 times. I got that down. I want to step outside of my comfort zone a little bit, but not too much. But I want to showcase I'm not afraid of color, and I like a little glitter also. That's what the next video will be for and to who and whoever. But thank y'all for watching. Like I said, my videos are always somehow an hour. And I'm just really tired of, ooh, I might not be too happy with this picture. Oh no, we good. I was like, wow, I look like, yes. The weirdest thing is I feel like my makeup comes out better when I watch myself on these lives. It's the craziest thing. It's not a bad thing, but let's see. I always get a picture of me in real time here. With my weird phone. Okay. Okay, got my picture for the Facebook. All right, so I will see y'all literally right after this video. I'm actually going to do one and add pops of color to this. Sending this to my Facebook right now. Okay, sure. And Facebook. Who phone number is this? Wait a minute, y'all. True story. I know because I done figured out you can still see me. Who done logged in on here? Who is this? This is how I know people be in my computer when it's not me. Which is fine. I just would like for you to log out of your stuff. That's all. That's pretty much it. Because when you log out of my stuff and I don't remember my password. Who the heck? Hold on. I'm about. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me hold on, Lord. Oh Lord. This is why I hate to log out of anything. Ooh. I tell you what, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go back to this video because it's still rolling right now. Wish y'all could see this better. If I move back, can y'all see? Because that other time I moved back and I was like, oh, that's it? Oh. Can you see my makeup better? Hell no. But face the neck. Good treasure. Let me just hold on, cause yo, y'all, hold on. Let me just. Y'all gonna watch me struggle real quick. Hold on. Because I can't. Because last time I exit out of this without doing the whole send this to, whatever page you want to use this on. Who is this and why have they saved the information on my stuff? It's not me and it's not my husband. Okay. I don't remember my password, but I feel, you know what? Yes, I do. I think that's it. no. And the last time I ended my live while doing this, it didn't save any of my video. And I know y'all probably like, why is she doing this? I'm gonna have to edit it off. I'm sorry, you guys. When I say this is real time me, and just like you guys. I'm finna be mad because I want to say that the password I just used, y'all, I've used before, and it was like, oh, can you? Is it gonna let me into my own stuff? That would be great. Am I in? Am I in? It's me, Mario. All right, I'm in. All right, so now I'm gonna go to here and send it this time, which that added like another 15-20 minutes, didn't it? And all right, all right, all right. I'm like, who is this? Okay. Well, have a good day and thank y'all for y'all patience and hopefully y'all just glad to do all this stuff because I actually felt like my time had improved and then it didn't. That happened. Okay. Bye.